Maddie, I like the school spirit today.
Ah, thank you. It's Wear White Day.
I am wearing white too. Whoa, there's a lot of wearing white going on in the classroom. I'm wearing black. Except for Connor. All right, yeah, let me know if I can be helpful in any way. But thank you. Nice seeing you all.
Okay, cool beans. Ellie, I answered the question about what's the difference between childhood and adulthood. So do you want to handle transitions between childhood and adulthood, like what marks a transition?
Sure.
And then we can both talk about the American dream, because I feel like it's mentioned by Penny herself, like her experience as a Korean American. So I feel like it's mentioned by the character. We kind of have to mention it, you know? Okay, that's it. Also, Robert Pattinson made points as Cedric Diggory. I'm just like, best casting. I think about it like 2 times a day.
Oh my god.
Such good Hufflepuff representation. I can't work on the reflection because of the recording. Okay.
What's your house for Hogwarts?
What's our what?
House.
House? What?
That was a mistake. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. Wait, what's our what?
Hogwarts house. Hey,
Oh. Probably Ravenclaw.
makes sense.
Ellie, what's yours?
Gryffindor.
Well, we have representation. We have Ravenclaw, a Hufflepuff, and a Gryffindor.
Now all we need is a Slytherin.
I am ready for skills. I was never in I was never in symphonic, so I'm kind of just skipping over all of them and going straight to Prof 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need to do like 2 octaves for all of them, basically.
I don't know what.
Are you on like Prof 4?
I think so. But like last semester I submitted Prof 4 major, but I was like, I like in my mind I had that I still had like 2 Prof 3 scales left, like for the high octaves that I didn't want to play before.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess I submitted them. So I emailed him. I was like, buddy, I don't know what prof I'm on. I'll submit the rest of my Prof 4 skills if you want. Otherwise, I'm just like, I lost my prof sheet. And even if I had it, it wouldn't have been March because I submitted scales last semester. Like this semester we were in COVID with like last year. So
Well,
who knows? I'm kind of pissed at myself though, because I was like extra last year when we didn't have to submit anything. So like now I have to actually do scales I don't want to do because I submitted all the easy ones when it wasn't being graded. Stupid try hard younger me.
I probably practiced about like 1/10 as much as I did last year.
So we've already played all the for if you were went on song last year, we've played all the pieces before, like so much because we performed them a lot. So it's kind of like second nature, you know. And the symphonic band kids are good. I don't know why he talks down them so much. They're fine. He's like, they can only handle the Patriot, but they sounded
kind of weird about the solo.
You have a solo?
They sounded fine with Patriot.
Yeah.
Due next Wednesday. Yeah. Prof 3 solo. Oh, and did you do your theory stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I need help. How do you like tell the difference between an augmented and a minor thing. Like sometimes it'll be a like, I don't know, 2, or sometimes it'll be minor 3, and I don't know the difference.
The key signature. If it's like a key signature and it's like notes that don't fit in that key signature, like in a major, it's probably the minor scale of it.
Okay.
Or you could just pull what I did and just like restart it a bunch of times until it's like
I've
a good enough.
already restarted it so much.
I also skip questions that have ledger lines because I'm too lazy, because I'm scared I'll read them wrong, like count them wrong, so I don't read ledger lines.
Wait, you can skip questions?
Yeah, and you can reveal question answers too, if like you don't know.
I've just been guessing and then getting them wrong. Oh, yeah, it does.
Music theory is important, but I don't know. I feel like music history is more important, right? Because like if you study music history, then you know that Beethoven sounded this way. So like you don't really need to study rhythms because you just know Beethoven sounds like that. And then that's why there's principles. Anybody who's not a principal does not need to study. Okay, they just listen to the principal and play. Why else are principles invented?
Yeah.
That's
I remember back when I took piano lessons, I never did the theory.
I was wondering, are IVC courses still available right now?
Oh yeah. So some of them I think
Possibly, it might be a little bit late.
oh yeah, our registration for high school just opened. So some classes might be full because I guess college age students and kids who actually go to university get first pick for some unknown reason. But some of them still should be open, especially if they're like, I noticed bad professors with bad rate my professor scores and bad times always are left open. That's, but they still should be open, and ours just opened today, I think. That was very repetitive. I can't leave the Zoom because I'm recording, and even if I pause it, I really want to take film just so I can like possibly have an excuse to write like a full 5-page essay about Twilight.
Oh my god.
It's my one goal in life. I
Oh
would
my god.
pop off. I'd be like rutabaga. It's so there's so many points to make.
You should try making a college essay based on Twilight.
The pop cultural phenomenon of Twilight. They're such. I was focused specifically on the movies because the books are another story. Like they're such bad movies, but they're so good. Like when Jacob, like the foreshadowing when they're at the wedding, and Jessica's like, "Do you think she'll be showing?" And then Jacob's like, "You can't go with him." He's like thirsting over that unfertilized rutabaga. He's like, you know,
You realize this is gonna be recorded.
this is academic because technically it's a book, and film studies is humanities, which is also technically. I feel like it also gets into like the deeper psychology of the adolescent mind. Like it was able to encapsulate all of the prepubescent teens of the world because for some ungod reason they have a desire to be with like a really toxic relationship with somebody who wants to kill you. Like why was there such an appeal for that? Even I felt for the appeal, like, ooh, vampire who wants to kill me. It's so unhealthy. And yet like everybody was like, Edward watches Bella sleep. That's so romantic. There could be like a whole study done on why prepubescent teens were so fascinated with the idea. And like Jacob, like why were people fascinated with the idea of somebody who turned into a big dog and who is low-key kind of obsessive as well and has trust issues? Both of them have trust issues.
I think Twilight probably defined that genre.
Yeah, like there's so many books that came afterwards, like unhealthy, paranormal teenage relationships.
Mhm.
And that should not be able, like young teens, especially prepubescent teens, should not be able to read books where like the main character stalks the female protagonist. And like the female protagonist isn't any better. She's just as obsessed with him. I could make a point like Edward, oh, he's a vampire, different species and mate in a different way, you know? But Bella's a normal teenager. It's just like, I want to live with you and I don't want you to leave me. And she goes into like a full-blown depression when he leaves, and that's not healthy.
Oh, yeah, dependence.
Yeah, like she's unable to function.
My 8th grade English teacher, she said she had a cardboard cutout of Edward.
Oh yeah, Miss Middleman, she had it in her
Yeah.
room next to her
Seriously.
Shakespeare dolls.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
what?
Like her point was that because Twilight were like thick books and like it got kids to read thick books just like Harry Potter did, so that's why she liked it.
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
I mean, I get if she would like it, but like, why would she have a cardboard cutout?
Because Robert Pattinson makes points. Because dark skinny jeans and that stoic stare.
Didn't he also hate Twilight series and what he acted?
So much better. Like, there's been interviews, like, it's so weird. There must have been another way to get that creepy baby out of her stomach. Like, he was not for it, but it made him bank, so. I'm like, I'm trying to think back to like when I read the series, and especially the movies. Bella and Edward never have one conversation about their issues. They're never like, oh, we don't trust each other, or like Edward thinks that like Bella never goes, hey, you think that I'm like a damsel in distress, but I'm perfectly capable of handling myself. You need to trust me. And he never goes, well, you endanger yourself too much. Like they just go, oh, rutabaga, you're saved. Ha ha ha. we have to go find the real toy. Like nobody ever sits down to like talk about it. And like characters who bring it up, like Charlie, Bella, maybe this is kind of unhealthy. It's like, no, Dad, you're just a boomer. It's terrible. And like the books never address it either. Like after Edward leaves, it just becomes this unhealthy love triangle that's literally just Jacob thirsting over Rutabaga. And Rutabaga isn't even a thought yet. He's just like, Bella. Really gets me mad because there's not that much good like female representation in media.
Yeah.
And it's not even that Bella's character is wrong. It's just like she seems like a strong protagonist. It's just washed over by these terrible male protagonists that have an unhealthy, obsessive relationship with her, and she lets them. It's terrible. It could have been so good. It could have been so good.
Oh yeah. Lots of stories that just go down.
I'm sorry if I went on a rant, but it just like really makes me, it boils my blood because it was such good casting too. I like Kristen Stewart's an okay actress, like, but it's like she looked like Bella and the whole stairs, like so Bella.
Wait, so you Twilight or watched it? The show?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No.
Same.
I remember like I don't know, when I was younger, probably early-ish middle school, all I heard about Twilight was that it was very inappropriate. So I was like, let's not read it for now.
I was
And then
like, I'm not interested in that, you know?
and then in high school, now all I hear is about like the weird vampire romance.
Not even sexually inappropriate. It's just inappropriate because it's a ridiculously toxic relationship and nobody addresses it. Like books with toxic relationships are good when they tell the reader that, hey, this isn't healthy. You should like people should not be treating you this way, and like boys should not be obsessing over you and watching you sleep. You know, like that's great. That if they just addressed it once, it would have been a perfectly fine series. Like weird, but like perfectly fine. Like, it's terrible.
And how bad is she?
Didn't that one have like sequels or something?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. What was it? It was just I think also like on stage during a like award ceremony, something, someone accidentally broke her dress, and then she barely panicked, and she was like, "Well, all of you guys have already seen my boobs anyway." So,
What?
so I was like, "What?"
There's such a double standard for female body parts and male body parts in the industry, like especially entertainment industry, right? Justin Timberlake was the one that caused Janet Jackson's costume to break, and yet she gets the hate for it.
Oh wow.
Like at the Super Bowl, he went like that, and like her costume broke, and you know her,
Oh,
yeah, they came out, and then she like got
yikes.
ostracized. But it was him that went like that and caused her dress to rip. And it's also like if it was a guy, you would want him to thirst and like dance, which is also wrong because you should not objectify men. But it's just it's such a double standard. Because like when women sexualize themselves, it seems as wrong, but when men sexualize women, it's perfectly fine. And this is applied to anybody who's like female identifying, even if they're not born female, you know? Oh, that's, wait, did Ellie just connect Twilight to like sexism in the industry? Literally popped off. That's another example of why Twilight needs to have a college essay written about it and the social importance.
Okay, Maddie, can you help me with this?
Yeah, what's up? Sorry.
All right, do you need to talk?
Yeah, what did you say?
Um, I'll just show it. A sharp to G sharp.
A sharp to D sharp,
G sharp.
D sharp to G sharp. So B flat to A flat.
Yes.
That'd be perfect fourth, right?
All right, what?
Wait,
A to D. Wait, A to D? A to G. A sharp to G sharp. A flat. B flat to A flat. Ten and a half steps. And I can't tell if it's augmented or minor.
what's the key signature? Wait,
It's got 5 sharps.
it'd probably be
Wait. Yeah. 5 sharps.
probably minor then, right?
I have no idea. Okay, so I'm just looking off the chart. Okay, minor 7th. Oh, it is.
What was it?
Wait, how could you tell that? It was minor 7th. How could you tell that?
That it was minor? Because 5
Yeah.
sharps is a major, right? So like I'm assuming that 5 sharps would be the major key since it has 2 flats. And like you know how like when it gets into like the really high number of sharps, the minors become flat because circle of fifths. Let me
Yeah.
sorry. I don't have it memorized. Like I do, but I don't, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Because like 5 sharps is B sharp, and then so the minor is C flat, and so that fits B flat and G flat in there. Yeah, so that's how I knew it'd be minor, and then it's just counting the intervals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. I still like theory.
Oh, wait. Whoa. The minor is not C flat. C flat is just another way to call B sharp major. I'm so stupid. So the minor is G sharp, but G sharp.
It was G sharp, A sharp to G sharp.
Oh yeah, then
Which
it'd
is
be
the
minor because yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Crazy. Like music theory is so easy when you think about it. Like it's not difficult. It's not like calculus, but it's just so hard to like think. So
Like it makes sense if you know it, but there's so much stuff to know.
yeah. It's very logical, but it's just hard to like conceptualize, I guess. It's kind of like physics.
Yeah. Hold on. I found this thing. I'm gonna send it to you. Oh yeah, and Ellie, if you can get your video to me by end of tomorrow, that would be
Okay.
fine.
Is there any way you want me to record it that would make it smooth and connect with everyone else's?
Hold on. Well, I guess if you want to follow Maddie's style, just like in front of the screen talking. But you can do it any way you want, I think. It should be fine.
I'll just record a video of me making coffee with the coffee, and then we'll see what kind of voiceover or like speaking you want later. That will smoothly connect.
Wait, so you're gonna do voiceover?
If you want, because it'll be easier to do it afterwards so that you won't be like distracted with having to speak and having to make coffee at the same time.
Okay, so if you can do your voiceover and send that over to me as an audio, like I think just a video would be okay too. Yeah.
What should I say again?
Transition into adulthood and a little something on the American Dream.
Okay.
They're making a Black Panther 2. Why can't they just let the first movie like live with its success? Why do they have to?
Right, who would they cast as Black Panther then?
I don't know. I think they're gonna try to recast him, which is gonna be terrible. Or they could just follow like what the comics did, which was like Shuri became Black Panther, which would be fine because then we'd have like a female protagonist with superpowers, which would be cool. But also, like, why can't it just rest with its Academy Award winning self? Like, it was a perfect movie. It doesn't need a sequel.
Marvel needs to expand their universe.
I don't know. Like I'm already kind of concerned about what they're gonna do with Hawkeye because the guy shoots bow and arrows. It's not like he's the most interesting character, and they're making this whole
Oh, yeah.
series about him. It's like we're on a high right now because you gave us WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, which were really good. And you're gonna kind of go and ruin it. Are they making another Fantastic Four? It didn't work the first 2 times. Oh my gosh.
Wait, they're making another one?
Oh.
Oh, well, that'll be interesting.
Like the one with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans was fine. It was terrible, but it was fine because it had Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, right? But then the one with Michael B. Jordan was fine because it had Michael B. Jordan. It was a terrible movie, but like it's fine to watch, you know? But then they're gonna try it again. Just give it up. It's not that good of a stop beating a dead horse.
Hmm.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Was that a sneeze or a cough? Well, this was quite productive. We had our project hash out, Twilight, Hufflepuff, like houses. We are very on top of task today. Good job.
Yeah, very productive.